Is it showing up that I'm live? Yay. I need a little thing for my phone. I'm on Instagram live too. Hey y'all. Okay, everyone's coming. Hey King Ray, first on Creative Lash Flexing. Congrats on the wedding and getting married. Well, I don't think you had your wedding yet, but I know you got married. So congrats to that. Jamel, who we got on YouTube? Kia, Lakita. Oh my gosh, you guys are just flooding in. Hi everybody. Happy Friday. What y'all doing tonight? Because I guess ain't nobody is the one who pushes me to do lives. I probably hardly ever go live. So I want this to be kind of like a fun Q&A. I'm not necessarily trying to answer like, how do I do brain, blah blah blah, and how do you do your hair and things like that, you know? So ask fun stuff tonight. Okay, we got y'all coming in through YouTube. Is that rain and thunder? I don't think so. The Chosen One by Ashley. Hi, how are you? I'm great. Happy Friday. I'm supposed to be taking pictures to do my thumbnail. LOL, I'm procrastinating. Girl, go do that thumbnail, Alicia. From Trinidad. Do you watch Love is Blind? Oh my gosh. Yes. I literally just finished Love is Blind last night. Y'all, I could not stop watching it. Like, I literally just kept watching it. I was watching episode after episode after episode. I liked it. It was really good. I did not like Jessica and Mark. They got on my last doggone nerves. So I didn't like them. Her spirit was just off, okay? And she was treating him like a child. So I couldn't get with her. And he was just too obsessed with her. So I didn't like that either. Loved Lauren and Cameron. I feel like they were everyone's favorite couple. Honestly, I'm trying to figure out why aren't Amber and Barnett doing any press like how Lauren and Cameron are, because I see Lauren and Cameron everywhere, but Ashley and Barnett, or Amber, whatever her name is, and Barnett, they don't seem to be getting nearly as much attention, which, I mean, understandably so, but whatever. So yeah, I loved Love is Blind. Amina, have you found your dress? My wedding dress. Wow, good question. I actually have found my dress. So I'm very happy that is one big cross off the list. Felicia, hey Felicia. So fun story. Felicia, who is on Instagram Live, is flying to Michigan tomorrow to take our engagement pictures. And honestly, like, she reached out and like right after we got engaged, and she was like, hey, I want to take pictures for you. Like, I will come to Michigan and take them. So I was like, girl, say no more. Let me clean this camera off. So she's coming and we're gonna take our pictures tomorrow. I'll have my hair done, makeup done. I'm gonna be all glammed up, y'all. So I'll probably take a lot of selfies and stuff. Let's see here. Who prints your shirts for black and gold? We use a local place here in Michigan, and yeah, we really like them. I don't do like mass manufacturing and stuff like that. So okay. Let's see here. Next place you want to travel to from Instagram, from Tendrina. You know what? I'll probably be doing lots of traveling next year. On the roster is possibly Dubai, possibly Cape Town. We're gonna do Atlanta, and we're gonna do one in Detroit. And I'm tossed up between Dallas, New York, and LA. So you know, that's kind of the thing. Where should I go? Like, that's the biggest thing. Coming to South Africa, possibly the next February, the last week of February next year. Where do I want to travel though? Very badly right now. Ooh, that's a really good question. I feel like I'm in need of a little vacation. I want to go somewhere that's beachy but has a lot to do. Like I don't want to just be a beach bum the whole time. I had so much fun when me and Cameron went to LA last year in October. Honestly, I could do LA like all the time because I just love it so much. I think it's the perfect cross between relaxation and fun and like things to do. Like I can actually get dressed and like wear cute outfits and not just like bathing suits the whole time, but you can also do that as well. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like LA is a little bit boring, but honestly, I could use like a quick trip to LA, or I would love to go to New Orleans. I think New Orleans is like the place that I really want to go to very soon because I have not been yet. So, uh, actually, somebody just said New Orleans books and booze. Hey, yeah. So if I could make a trip to New Orleans, that would be super cool. Um, says my phone is muffled now. Okay, I don't know what Instagram be on. Okay, have you seen The Circle? No, but my friend, it's also a Netflix show. My friend told me about The Circle. You guys, that show actually reached out to me and I had no idea what it was. So, I was like, I'm not doing this. Like, I didn't even respond to the email because I didn't know if it was real or fake. They emailed me like months ago. And but I don't watch the show. I think I'm gonna watch it now though, now that I know that it's actually a real thing and that I probably could have been on there if I had have taken, taken advantage of that opportunity. But the money wasn't right. So I didn't even pay the email any attention. Um when did you feel most comfortable to quit your 9 to 5? I actually didn't quit my 9 to 5. I just does the oh shoot. Does the audio still sound okay on Instagram? Sorry, it's like awkward positioning, but okay, there we go. Um I wish you guys could see how this was set up. Like I really love y'all. Oh, when did I decide it was the right time to quit? I didn't quit my 9 to 5, you guys. I literally my contract ended. So I was working at National Geographic before I went into full-time entrepreneurship. I had a 10-month contract with them. The contract ended. I was applying for jobs. Nothing was landing. I had a very strong lead for a place in DC and it just fell through. And so at that point, when that didn't work out, I was like, okay, you know what? God, if this is supposed to be my time to be an entrepreneur, then that's what I'm going to do. And so that's what I did. And I guess it was my time because it's all working out. So I don't know. Like, I think frequently about, like, would I have had the strength to, at that moment, actually quit my job and do like what I did? I don't know. Like, if I had that job indefinitely, I probably wouldn't have because I was getting paid really well. I mean, it was like to some people would consider that a dream job. So I don't know if I would have quit to do what I'm doing. I think I was just kind of pushed in to entrepreneurship the harder way. But thankfully, like because my contract was 10 months and I knew that going in, I there were, I knew that going in that it was short term, it could have potentially gotten extended, but that wasn't the case. So I saved a lot of money. I was aggressively saving. I saved almost $25,000 before I had to, wasn't working. I had a business to kind of carry me, but that money went like that. Like when you're not making money, that money goes really fast, even though it sounds like a good amount. Um, Anybody else have a question? Yeah, Crystal Sharp from Instagram says shirt say it says black and gold. This is my other company, Black and Gold. My fiance and I started this in 2018, and it is all about just empowering our community to just pursue your goals and to dominate them. Uh, I can't keep up with these questions. Did you see the I unfollowed Aaron on demand video? It wasn't really a diss, but yeah. Um, I didn't watch the video. So many people tagged me and told me about it and blah blah blah. I know it is clickbait, so I didn't even give the satisfaction of actually watching the concept behind doing that. I just, I don't personally agree with clickbait, especially to that extent. I don't even necessarily say would work hard to it because it's just who I am. But then to kind of have that to somewhat semi tarnished, but even though it wasn't with ill intentions, but it was for self gain, I guess, to some extent. So that was the video. I don't plan to watch the actual video. But I just don't subscribe to clickbait. So, hey, it is what it is. I have no hard feelings against whoever made the video. I just didn't watch it. So, um, let me see. What time is it there from Grace? It is 6:59 p.m. on March 6th. Um, okay, let's see. How much is the shirt? I don't know. You can go to the website, blackandgold.com. Make sure you don't forget the A, GOALD. Favorite movie. Um, Favorite movie, The Parent Trap, y'all. I love The Parent Trap. I know every word of that movie. I never get sick of it. Mom, don't I love The Parent Trap? I love that movie. It is so good. I'm getting so excited about it right now. I haven't seen it in forever. Um, okay. You and Lynn Allure are my favorites. I love seeing young black women success. Um, would you ever collaborate with a new YouTuber? Um, the thing is, it's kind of hard with collaborations. I really don't collaborate in general a lot on YouTube just because I just don't. I don't know why. I just don't. It's not that I'm opposed to like new YouTubers versus non-new YouTubers. The thing is that I feel like it has to make sense. There has to be some sort of a value exchange. Now that my platform is pretty large, like obviously I kind of would prefer to collaborate with someone who I can benefit from their audience, which is a similar size to mine, so that it's the most effective kind of mutual exchange instead of a somebody who just started with 50 subscribers and I've worked hard to gain the audience that I have. It's kind of more of a um one way exchange, so I'm not opposed to it. That's why in my e-brand club, like I do e-boss spotlight so that you guys can shout your channels out, you can shout your business out. And a lot of people who have like the two past e-boss spotlights have seen so much success. They've done lots of contacts and people reaching out to them or purchasing from their business. So I really try to make sure that if you are an e-boss, you get priority with that. So I try to do it more in that way than in like, hey, let's collaborate. You do a video like this and I do one like this, and we push each themselves and in the community already. So I prioritize them first. Kyla says your fave makeup products. Um, you guys, honestly, like I am not the biggest makeup person. I can do my makeup. She's like, Aaron, like literally in all your videos for the past month, you've had the same eyeshadow on or like the same makeup look. And I'm like, girl, I don't have time. If she teaches me how to use 3 colors for eyeshadow, that is what I do. And all the other colors will still be full. I don't experiment, y'all. So what I do is what I know. And I use Fenty foundation, which works really well for me. I think I might try. So I really like her foundation. I love the Lip Bars lip products. I use Anastasia eyebrow pencil. I use Morph eyeshadow or Morphe. I don't know how to say that. Is it Morph or Morphe? I use the lip bar. Also has a really great. They have this fast face makeup bundle. Honestly, I'm not a fan of the foundation anymore. I used to wear the foundation, but then if I would touch my face, like I would have foundation on my hands, and I cannot have that. So, but I use the contour palette, which is really good. Like it comes with the contour, comes with the highlight. I have the highlight on right now, the blush, and the setting powder, and it is so good, y'all. Like you have to get it. That's literally all I use. So, how do I handle hate comments? I don't handle hate comments. Heart will like sink, and I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, like that's like wow." But a lot of times, well, not a lot of times. If I respond, I try to respond in a nice way, and then the person kind of like cracks, and they're like, "You know what? I'm sorry." Like blah blah blah. So so the hoodies are on the website now, blackandgold.com. Um, Even with setting spray, it still came off. Yeah. And I just got to tell y'all the truth because I'm not going to sit up here and lie. So that was just my experience with the foundation though. But even with setting spray, it just, I mean, I would touch it and it would just be all on my hands. And I just, mm-mm. So that was just, it wasn't cute. Um, do you have a coach? Are Who are the influencers that inspire Aaron? I do not have a coach. Um, yeah, I don't. The new editor in chief of Teen Vogue, Lindsay Peoples. My YouTube video is freezing. Hmm. Let me go on. Is it better now? Is it still freezing, you guys? It's buffering. I don't know. Yeah, try that. Let me know if it stopped freezing. Okay. So, favorite influencers. Okay, so Elaine Welteroth. I love Myleik Teal. Um, Morgan DeBon. Uh, I'll have to look on my Instagram because I love following some of these people, and I think you guys could really benefit from them too. Um, who else do I like, Mom? I don't know. It's hard to like. It's really hard to say off the top of my head because usually if I'm scrolling, I no. I like Julia Havens just for fun. Like I literally watch her for fun. Um, I like Nikki Perkins for fun. Um, Raven Elise for fun. Um, you know, I mean, I'm pretty regular. Love my leak. You put me onto her podcast. Yes, she's amazing. Have you heard of Dana Chanel? Yes, I have heard of Dana Chanel. Um, I don't follow her, but I have heard of her and I see her videos buzzing around. Um, Love you too. Oh, my mom said I thought you were talking to me. My mom said she loves you too. Do you audit YouTube channels? Yes, in my e-brand club. I do. Did you lose friends with your success? No, I didn't. No. I mean, I already have a pretty tight circle, so if I lost any friends, I would literally have none. So, so no, I didn't because I basically have like not a whole ton of friends, but I do have a great group of people who I can lean on for support. So I did not lose friends through success. I think I just don't have as much time to, you know, I mean, I don't even want to say you don't have as much time. It's just like reaching out just kind of tends to fall down your priorities for certain friendships, especially as they grow, as you grow. So I think the dynamics of friendship definitely does change, but I wouldn't say that I've lost any friends. Um, oh, this is a good question. The Miss Yo-Yo Show from YouTube says, "What other hidden talents have you suppressed in order to focus on something specific you're doing? Do you sing, act, or have any other talents?" No, not necessarily. I used to act. I used to think I wanted to be an actress, y'all. And I did casting calls and all kinds of auditions. And I thought I have the power of the actor, the book. If you're an actor or actress, you know what that book is. Um, and I really like thought I was gonna be an actress, and I just didn't. I don't know. I just kind of it just dissolved. I don't know why, but then I kind of channeled that into like broadcast journalism, and I knew that I wanted to be on camera still. So I think that those skills helped a lot. I took theater in college. I mean, not in college, in high school, and so I've always had a knack for being on camera and just being in front of a lot of people and engaging in that way. So I don't think that I suppressed it. I think I just kind of shifted directions, but I still use that, you know, to some extent, I think. So, good question though. Um, okay. Do going live count as watch hours? Yes. Everybody at Howard was an actress. LOL. Sure. Did you go to Howard? Um, how many hours do you work on your business every day? It really depends. Um, Honestly, it really depends. I don't have like a set number of hours where I'm like, okay, from 10 to 9, I'm working. Um, who's a troll? You guys keep talking about this. Oh, you nasty. Nasty, you nasty, nasty. I'm trying. How do you block? Okay, yeah, I deleted them. How many languages do you speak, if any? I speak English. Hablo inglés. And je parle français un peu. I can't really speak French very well though. Um, what advice do you have for YouTubers still finding their niche? I say go watch my YouTube channel or join my e-brand club because I really talk a lot about this. But in general, I would say if you don't have a niche, y'all, stop trying to find it. Just, just document and like upload and have fun with it. Like if you cannot enjoy uploading in the process of YouTube, then you are not going to be a YouTuber for long. So I would say, first of all, figure out if you even like YouTube and all that it takes to have a channel. And then start uploading. Just upload what you like and then see kind of what your audience engages with. And then that's when you can kind of start to direct your channel in a way that you feel is good for you. Um, um, Mom, I can't hear you. Is that on YouTube? Where? Oh, I see. On the one-on-one coaching, is that when you audit the channel? No. Well, kind of, yeah. So if you put your audits, if you put your, the way that it works is there is a post that goes up before each audit where people can put their links. So if we're doing an Instagram audit, they put their Instagram handles on there and we go in and we look at their Instagram. That is not guaranteed though. So we don't guarantee, like sometimes the 60, 70 Instagram handles in there. I cannot physically look at all of those. But there's constantly opportunities for that. Also, with the what am I saying? With the e-boss talks, sometimes we have like little coaching elements in there as well. And then also Q&As at the end of each live lesson is a chance for people to get personalized questions answered. And also, very soon, we're going to start giving a free month away if you book a strategy call, a one on one strategy call. So you'll get a free month in the club. Or if you're in the club, you'll get a free month in the club if you book a one on one strategy call as well. So, super excited to be doing that because I think it's a great incentive. So, if you book a call, you get to test out the eBrand Club, see if you like it, which I know you will. Like, it's so good. And then you have a free month in there to try it out. Or if you are in the club and you book a call, you get a free month on top of the month you're already in there. So, um, okay. How do you balance your YouTube channel and business? Does one take priority over the other? That is from Instagram, Doing Life with Chrissy. I would say that that YouTube is business now. It's not like YouTube and then my business. It's just all one thing, and YouTube really feeds my business, so I really have to make sure that I prioritize it. Um, so I mean, I have to tend to both. I would say that YouTube gets slightly more attention, probably because YouTube itself is making money from sponsors to um, ads to, I mean, it's just kind of feeds the eBrand Club. It feeds my strategy calls. So I have to make sure it is a priority. Um, and then, I have clients that are independent of YouTube. They're not from YouTube, where I actually help manage their own YouTube channels. So, and I can only do that for local clients, and it is a prime, like it is a what is it? Premium service, yeah. Hey, big sis, says Fly Glow. Hey, girl. Recommended podcasts. I've done a video on this. I like Deval and Kadeen's podcast. I like Malik Teal's podcast. I pretty much listen to the same podcast that I was listening to. I listen to um, the Casey crew sometimes. They be getting on my nerves now sometimes though. The Breakfast Club, um, the Skinny Confidential. Um, I don't know. I like podcasts though. What else do I listen to? How I Built This. I love How I Built This. That is such a good one. Um, uh, what is that one? Dang it, I can't think of the thing, but I will do an updated podcast video. But those are some of my tops. I can't see some of the comments because hey, e-bosses. Who's on? I can't see if you guys say, I think you're saying you're an e-boss, but I can't see the comments. I don't think they're coming in live for me as fast as they are for my mom because she's seeing things that I can't see. Hey, Naya. Okay. Let me see. Who else has questions? Are you able to assist someone who wants to create a clothing line, for example, legal things, manufacturers, tips, etc.? No, I'm not able to do that. I'm sorry. Um, I would say you should contact an attorney. I have an attorney linked in my video on 8 things to do before starting a business. I would definitely recommend you watch that because that'll help give you some insight. Manufacturers is a whole nother thing, though. I think you should do a lot of research on manufacturers before you hop into that because that is a beast. Here from UK. Thank you for all your content. Thank you, Iman. Um, Is it possible that your target customer could be yourself? Absolutely. That's oftentimes the case. Okay. Who have you had to turn down family and friend time to focus on your goals? How do you respectfully turn them down without seeming like you care more about work than family? I haven't had this issue too much. I really value family and friend time, and I think it helps me to be able to work better when I am working. So for the most part, I don't work on the weekends. That's kind of my work-life balance, unless I have to. Sometimes I catch myself on Sunday morning waking up, editing, doing stuff. Like actually, Sundays are kind of a productive day for me in terms of work. Um, but I don't really like frequently turn things down. Like if I have to miss my little god brother's basketball game one week, or if my sister wants to hang out and I can't, then sometimes that happens. But for the most part, like if I know far enough in advance, then I can schedule around it and I don't have to say no. When I first started my business, I was saying no a little bit more because I didn't have the funds to do so. So that also played a role. But now I don't think like I don't work so much to the point where I don't have a life, like where I don't have time to do things that I enjoy. And I think a lot of entrepreneurship is, yes, it is hard work, but I don't want people to be like misperceived that they can't have a life. Like I still have fun. I still hang out on the weekends. I'm probably gonna go bowling with Cameron later. Like even like the thing about I saw someone else on here ask, does work feel like work to you? Yes, it definitely feels like work. When you even though it seems fun and like you're vlogging or you're working on things that you're passionate about, it still feels like work. And so um it's fulfilling, but like hopping on live, it is, you guys, it is part of my job. Like this is my job to do things like this. And also like with having my vlog camera places, when I go on vacation or when I'm doing things fun with my family, that's why I don't vlog that much, that type of stuff very much intentionally, because pulling out that camera is work for me. So it's a great feeling that like that is my work, but it's still work. So, I think, I don't know. I think people, when people say like, oh, I just love my work so much that it doesn't feel like work, I personally feel like that's BS, because I think you can really love what you do, but at some point, like you just need to turn it off. Like there comes a point where you just have to stop and have balance in your life from work to personal and just have boundaries. So, yeah, I mean, good question though. I think it changes. That no changes as you evolve in entrepreneurship, where it's like at first I'm saying no because I literally can't because I don't have money, and then now I'm saying no because like my time is a little bit more restricted, but I try not to say no. And then honestly, a lot of times I say no just because I just don't feel like it. Like sometimes after working, or like my e-brand club, um those live lessons and stuff are at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So like by the time I finish with those, and that's a few days out of the week, like I'm whooped. So it's definitely dead for me going out during the week. So I don't have a problem telling people no, just because I just don't be feeling like it. And also goes back to I don't have that many friends. So I don't have people just blowing me up to go out. Like most of the time when I'm hanging out is with Cameron or my sister and her boyfriend or my family or Cameron's family. So it's really not, I mean, I don't just be going out to the club and stuff. So hair routine. So that's the video that I'm editing today. So that will more than likely go up on Sunday. Um, Talking about how I maintain my hair, what I wash it with, blow drying, flat iron, what flat iron I use. And then I also share my makeup routine. So that video will probably be quite long, but excuse me. But yeah, that's coming soon. For the most part though, I keep my hair straight because wearing it natural and curly is just way too much maintenance for me. My hair is not permed or relaxed or whatever y'all want to call it. It's not that. It has no chemicals in it, but yeah, I just use it flat iron and it's pretty much trained to be straight. So yeah, I just do what makes my life easier, honestly. I'll probably get some braids soon though. Um, do you still use a MacBook? Yeah, I'm on my MacBook right now. That's probably why the thing was buffering because my MacBook probably Cameron was just like, Aaron, we need to clean this MacBook off. Like I've had my MacBook since right after I graduated from college, so it's a few years old. So it probably is due for like a nice clean sweep, but it still works perfectly fine. But for the most part, my day-to-day work, most of my editing is done from my iMac. And that was probably one of the best investments I made because it makes doing my work so much easier. Guys, when you are staring at a computer and when you're editing and all that, like having that mouse and like the bigger screen is just so worth it. And then also the specs on a desktop are just more robust than they are on my MacBook. So I was just happy to do that. When we doing the internet friends trip, y'all. So it's coming. It's gonna be early next year. And I'll be releasing more information on it on my page very soon. We're gonna be taking a trip, y'all. Who is going to take a trip with me? Because I'm ready to go. And you guys can pick my brain as much as you want on this trip. Although I still want to have fun. So y'all, we're gonna have to have some designated times for that. But it'll be fun. What did you major in college? Broadcast journalism. Spring break plans. What's a spring break, girl? I am not in college anymore. I do not get that. Does your clothing line ship to the UK? Yes. Can you share your skincare routine? So, yes. So, skincare. I recently went to an esthetician and I got a facial and it was amazing, y'all. It was so good. And so y'all know that I'm on this like fitness tip where I'm, trying to do my workout thing and eat right and get right because I got a wedding that I need to look good for. Not to say that I don't look good, like y'all, please know I'm very secure and confident and things of that nature. But I do want to, spruce it up a bit. So, yeah, I went to the facialist and I had gotten this like I had started breaking out so much right here. You guys can't really see it because I have on makeup, but there is some scarring still there. But the inflammation of the bumps have gone down. Y'all, this protein I was taking gave my skin the worst breakouts. And it was like a whey protein isolate. So don't take whey protein isolate, y'all. Like if you take whey protein, just take whey protein. Try to get like a dairy-free whey protein, or if that's possible, or like a dairy-free protein, period, because it broke my skin out so bad. I've never had a breakout like that. And then I told my trainer, and she was like, yeah, isolate proteins, like whey protein isolates are horrible for your skin. She said she got cystic acne from it. I was like, girl, why you ain't tell me that? But so yeah, so I stopped taking that because it broke my skin out. But for the most part, I cleanse and I use Urban Skin RX. Sometimes I use Pharmacy Cleanser. It's in like a yellow, it's like a yellow thing. It smells so good. Pharmacy with an F. And it's like a honey cleanser. So it's really moisturizing. So I've been using that. I really like that a lot. And then I also have another blueberry one from, I can't remember the name of it, but maybe I'll post a picture on my stories after this of all my cleansers. And that works really good to get the makeup off. It's like a makeup cleanser. And then I go in with the honey cleanser and I double cleanse. And then I have a toner. I use the Glow Tonic toner. Or I use this Cucumber Melon toner from Skinforia, which is a Detroit-based skincare spa here in Michigan. I really like their cucumber toner as well. It works so good. And then after that, I use a serum. It is a Hydroferm serum from Urban Skin RX. You guys, this is not obviously this is not sponsored by Urban Skin RX, but I use a hydro serum, put that on. Then I use a vitamin C serum, put that on. Then I use an SPF moisturizer. So that is my skincare routine on a regular. At night, I use I just cleanse. Then I put a little bit of retinol slash dark spot treatment on whatever dark spots I have, and eye cream, and a heavier moisturizer so I can wake up glowing. So that's pretty much it. Usually, if I cleanse at night, I don't cleanse in the morning though. And I usually only cleanse at night if I wear makeup. So I will cleanse tonight. So yeah, that's about it. Um, what's my favorite quote from Miss Lady Diamond on YouTube? Life begins at the end of your comfort zone is my favorite quote. Um, okay. I heard Final Cut is harder to use and iMovie is beginner friendly. Honestly, it's preference. I learned on Final Cut, so definitely is a learning curve. But yeah, iMovie is beginner friendly. Um, your face inspired me to finish editing this video. Glad you are live. Can watch you and edit. Oh yay! Yes. Do you do consultations? I do strategy calls. So not necessarily consultations. How would you suggest growing an Instagram account? Honestly, growing on Instagram is hard. I tell people that all the time because it's hard to grow organically on Instagram without feeding your profile from somewhere else. So pretty much like my growth strategy for Instagram was growing on YouTube because those people naturally came to Instagram and they kind of filter into all of my other platforms. So I think honestly the easiest way to grow now is to grow on something else and then have those people push to Instagram. Um, like that's why so many people are hopping on TikTok and using so many different other platforms to feed their Instagram. Everyone's just obsessed with growing on Instagram. Um, I will also say just like post really good quality content. The pictures don't have to be perfect, but like tell a story with your page. I think that's kind of the missing piece is everyone's trying to like do all these photo shoots, but like you're not saying anything, so then it doesn't resonate. Like create content that resonates with people. How much is Final Cut? $300. But you guys, like these are simple Googleable questions. Um, I was doing clients when I seen your notification. I'm glad I still caught one live. Yay! Hey. What book are you currently reading? Honestly, I brought this over here just because I knew someone was gonna ask. I'm reading Super Fans by Pat Flynn. The easy way to stand out, grow your tribe, and build a successful business. I also bought Marie Forleo's book, Everything is Figure Outable, but I haven't started it. Suggestions on how to be a better storyteller. Um, story brand, building a story brand is a great book. I will also say have a beginning, middle, and end. Like that is the fundamentals of storytelling is having a beginning, middle, and end. And so many people like you think you know that, but then you don't have a beginning, middle, and end. And I'd be like, y'all, you need a beginning, middle, end. So at the beginning, set the scene. Like tell us what's about to happen or tell us what the intention of the story is. Then in the middle, go through the steps of whatever that intention is. And at the end, did you hit that intention? Did you meet the intention? Or, give us some sort of a conclusion. Either you succeeded or you didn't. And tell us kind of what happened. Like that's literally a story is not about like having this perfect day and like waking up and saying, "Oh, I'm going to do these top 3 things today and I'm going to get everything done." And then you get everything done every day, or if you don't get it all done, you still act like you did. Like the intention is just to get it done, and if I don't get it done by the end, then I tell y'all I didn't get it done. Like you kind of got to check and make the story come full circle. And so yeah, beginning, middle, end is so underrated, but that's literally how my channel grew. Is that like with any video or with any blog post or with any Instagram post, like you need to tell people what is your intention when you start the video. What's up, guys? Like, welcome to another day in the life. Today we have a busy day. We're gonna go grocery shopping. We're gonna hit this and we're gonna do that. And I'm so excited to take you guys along. It's literally that simple. And throughout the video, show us each thing and show us scenes, you guys. Scenes, not just random stream of consciousness, like, or not just you sitting in the car talking. Like, actually show us what you're doing. Show and tell. I go through a lot of these things in my on my channel and in the eBrand Club of like storytelling basics, and how to effectively do that through video content. So you literally answer all these questions in the eBrand Club. I'm just here because your energy is dope. Yes, Creative Lash. She just hit the nail on the head. I literally talk about this stuff until I'm blue in the face, you guys. So if you want content like that, please consider joining the club. It is definitely worth it. And you come in with so much stuff to binge because there is content on there from June that you are able to have access to immediately once you are in the club. So oh, July, just kidding. From July, which is still a long time. So you have a lot to catch up on if you come in the club now. Would you say growing in the future with YouTube would entail branching out of your content but still being rooted in your niche? Yeah, I mean, I think my content will grow as I grow, and my content will change as I change. So, like, once I have my own home, like my content may change, or once I, have children, my content may change, or, once I have an office space and a team, like my content is going to change. So I think there's always going to be opportunity for growth and change. And like once you're kind of planted and you have an audience, I think that's the coolest thing. It's like I was telling Paul, which is I had an interview with him earlier. Like I didn't want to hyper niche myself. Like I've had videos that have done really well on my channel, like, my income for the month or how I saved $10,000. And when I did the how I saved $10,000, like I could have kept going down this financial niche of like, all these topics on how to save or how to be better with your money. But that wasn't what was of interest of me. And so I think, I'm more focused on like just an entrepreneur lifestyle. And my life is going to change as I change. So I think that is where I've kind of like not cornered myself, but like where I've established myself on YouTube. It's like not just pushing out information, but like actually showing you guys like who I am and, what the life of an entrepreneur looks like, not just what the mind and the information of an entrepreneur produces. So how much is the eBrand Club? $30 a month. Where are you from? I'm from Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. I'm in Metro Detroit, Michigan. Um, what platforms outside of YouTube do you recommend the most? Just started a communication channel. It depends on what your business is, honestly. It's so many now that I can't say like my most recommended. It really would depend on what your goals are and what your business or brand is all about. Oh, is it that Facebook group? I thought that was a fan group. No, that is my eBrand Club. Hey, Shaughnessy. Um, are you single, young queen? Sir, you do not see this ring on my finger. I have a whole fiance. Um, okay. Do you think opening up more about your life helped grow your YouTube? Yes. There's some questions on here. Oh, this is cool. Um, what are guilty pleasures you have? What are guilty pleasures I have was a question on Instagram. Ooh, yes, I love me some of the Kardashians, y'all. Y'all gonna judge me like crazy, but I do like keeping up with the Kardashians. Now, I don't follow them on Instagram, and I'm not like stalking their lives or just in support of everything that they do. But the show really is a guilty pleasure of mine, me and my sister. So if I go down, she go down with me. So I'm just gonna throw her name in the bus too. So my mom said, not me. She hates the sound of their voice. She just like cringes when I turn it on. But yeah. I don't know. I just think they're entertaining. I also liked Love is Blind. I watched You. Um, what else? What's some food that may be a guilty pleasure? I am obsessed with Chick-fil-A. Like, I don't even think that's a guilty pleasure because that food is just sanctified. Like, it is so good. So I love me some Chick-fil-A. Um, yeah, I love like good cocktails too. I don't know if that would be considered a guilty pleasure. I do not watch The Real Housewives. I can't watch any of those shows. I can't do it. It's just so trash to me. But I mean, if it's a guilty pleasure, that's the whole point of it being a guilty thing. Um, Naya, you can message my mom at aewinters11 at gmail.com. Or go to makewinbooks.com. Were you hesitant about putting certain things on YouTube? Not really. I'm pretty open. I feel like you can't go wrong with sharing your truth. So I just share what I can share. Um, and that's good. That's all I do. How do you avoid losing confidence from comparison? Um, Honestly, I don't know. Like I've never really dealt with real confidence issues. I've always kind of been pretty strong-willed and in who I am. Um, and I think that once you understand that what you have is something that nobody else has, like there are amazing people in my niche that a lot of people compare me to. Vanessa Lau, Sunny Leonard Doozy, Amy TV, the list goes, the content book, the list goes on, and they're all amazing. And I think we all have something different to offer. Um, so I don't get tensed up about somebody who posted a similar video to me or whatever, because I feel like the way I talk, who I am, what I look like, my story, my background, all is like what makes people connect to me in a different way than they may to someone else. So I don't really look at that stuff and get like too uptight about it. Um, and then the cool thing about content now is like you can't be so self absorbed that you think that people are only watching you. Like I know that there are people who may only look to me for certain content, but for the most part, when you're on YouTube, like you're watching a variety of people. You're watching a variety of different people talk about similar topics or you're getting different people's perspective. So like I think that the more the merrier, honestly. I don't think that you can put yourself in this box of like I want to be the only one who talks about these things and like people should only watch me because that's just not realistic at this point with the rate that people are consuming content. So you also have to be realistic in that sense of like, you know what, like how can I be a little bit different from the people who I currently see? Um, okay, y'all, I'm tired. And I said I was not gonna be on here for no hour. And look at it. It's been 56 minutes. This don't make no doggone sense. Um, okay. Hi Dad. Do you want to say hi to the people?
Hello, everybody.
Shaughnessy says, advice for staying consistent. Aaron, my life is only getting busier. How do I make my stuff priority even with business? And then her question cut off. Girl, life is not gonna get any less busy, and that's how I have to look at it. It is just not. People are saying hi, Dad. People are not like people are not. It is not gonna get easier, honestly. Like, and the busier I get, the more challenging certain things become. But really, like I struggle with answering this question because honestly, it's just about having discipline. And like if you lack discipline, then it's just gonna be hard to be consistent. Like consistency is a product of discipline. And so when you are able to have discipline in certain areas of your life, and I think honestly, like I could never stop YouTubing, at least not right now, because it does it. it just holds way too much weight in my business. And so you have to give the things that you want to be consistent with the opportunity to grow. The only way that they're going to grow is if you have discipline and continue to water those seeds. So I think honestly, like it's just a matter of perspective. And like for me, I think if YouTube, like at one point I wasn't making a cent off of YouTube. And so, but it was so high of a priority. I put so much focus in it that now it is the heartbeat of everything. And so it's just kind of like, you have to push yourself through if you're not seeing the direct results right now. Like if you're not seeing the the direct, you know, yeah, if you're not seeing the direct results right now, you just kind of have to push past and just know that like your discipline is gonna pay off, but it's not gonna pay off until you exercise it for a consistent amount of time. And I be telling people like, what if it was your 150th video that pops off and filters a million people into your channel, but you had to be consistent for a year, like would you make it? And that's the mentality that you kind of have with it. So Instagram is about to cut me off. I know, literally horrible. um People are so horrible. But yeah, so anyway, Instagram is going to cut me off because I've been on here for an hour. So I'm going to also get off of YouTube. Thank you guys. This was so fun. I'm going to try to do this more often on Fridays that I'm not doing anything. So I love you guys. Have a good night. Bye. Whew. Did YouTube delete those comments? I did.